Are you looking for an easier way to trade the Bitcoin?
Do you know that you can trade the Bitcoin with robots?
We welcome you to our Bitcoin Algorithmic Trading Course, which will give you 99 different Bitcoin robots to trade with.
We have decided to create this course because the Bitcoin is a very volatile asset and it is hard for the beginner traders to trade it manually.
With this course, you will receive ready 99 robots and you will learn how precisely to trade with them.
I will show you how I create hundreds of strategies, how I test their robustness for less than 1 hour, and how I automate them as robots without programming needed.
In this course, you will find resource files, quiz and assignment that will give you a better experience while learning.
I will teach you how to place the robots over the MetaTrader platform and how to make them trade on your behalf. Also, I will show you how to connect your trading account with a statistical website where you can follow the performance of each expert advisor effortless.
This way, you can choose only the top robots that show the best results for you.
We back our courses with a 30-day money-back guarantee because we are sure that you will enjoy it. Enroll today and bring your trading to the next level.
And did we say we update the course with new 99 robots every month? Hello traders, I am Desi Ivanova from Forex Academy, and I'm pleased to welcome you to the Bitcoin Algorithmic Trading Course. In this course, our head trader Petko Aleksandrov will teach you how to trade the Bitcoin with expert advisors and more. He will include 99 EAs in the course. What we will start with in this course is the MetaTrader, which is a free trading platform and is the most trusted platform for algorithmic trading because it executes the trades with the expert advisors properly. Also, you can download it from most of the regulated brokers and trade many assets. We are going to give you more information about the brokers, how to choose one, and how to avoid the scam brokers. As well, you will see how to open a demo account so you can practice with virtual money without putting any real money on the market. For the beginner traders, Petko will explain what CFD trading is and how easy it is to trade the Bitcoin with the brokers compared to trading on exchanges. The trader will show you how he creates the strategies and the expert advisors without programming skills. We will include in the course not only the 99 EAs, but also resource files and scripts that will help you build your own strategies if you want to. You will learn how to place the 99 EAs properly on the MetaTrader platform and how to trade with them. You will see the whole process step by step, how to generate and test the strategies on demo account and how to select the top EAs for real trading. I hope you will enjoy the course and I will see you just in the next lecture.
In this course, I will not only share my trading robots for Bitcoin, but I will also show you how I do it. How I create the strategies, how to trade with them, how I follow the results. Basically everything you need to know to get started. In this lecture, I will attach the 99 Bitcoin robots so you can immediately download and test them if you've already watched some of my other courses and know how to do it. If you haven't, download them in the meantime and in just a few lectures time, you will know to test them. Now, some of you might wonder why I include 99 EAs in the course. How is that even possible? Well, it is, and I will show you how and why I create so many different strategies. I selected 99 as a number because that is the maximum we can use on the MetaTrader platform, which is the most popular platform for algorithmic trading and most brokers provide it. Also, you need to know that every strategy, every expert advisor at some point will have losing trades. A normal equity line for a profitable strategy has profitable periods and unprofitable periods. Of course, Profitable strategies have more profits than losses. Now, sometimes the losses may last a few days or even a few months. And you wouldn't be happy if you trade one strategy for a few weeks and it brings nothing but losses, would you? But when you trade many robots simultaneously in one trading account, you will notice that when one or a few strategies lose, the others will be profiting at that time. They will compensate each other and they will have a better equity line together. It will be smoother. This is called risk diversification. We do not risk our money with just one strategy. I never do that. Do not forget to download the 99 EAs from this lecture. They are attached as a resource file, but before showing it all to you, keep in mind that you will need to select a regulated broker to use for algorithmic trading. Sometimes this step could be a challenging task because there are also many scam brokers around who simply want to take your money. So be careful with that. When selecting your broker, always look for regulated and trusted brokers. That is why my team and I review and test many brokers to make sure we use reliable brokers and platforms, and at the same time make it a bit easier for our traders to choose their broker. But this is a personal choice, and in the next lecture I will explain the difference between the crypto exchanges and the crypto brokers. Hello everyone, this is Petko Aleksandrov, and in this lecture I will show you what is the difference between trading the Bitcoin on exchanges and trading the Bitcoin on brokers. And as you probably know, the most popular way to participate on the cryptocurrency market is through the cryptocurrency exchanges. So for example, right now on my trading screen I have my account on Coinbase, from where I have been personally buying cryptocurrencies, and it's very easy to do it. I have the trade button, I simply click on it, I decide for how much I want to buy, for example for 500 euro, and I can pay straight with my Visa card. If I click on preview buy, I will see how much exactly I will receive as Bitcoins, what is the purchase, what is the Coinbase fee that I will be paying. So if I pay with my Visa card, it's a little bit more compared to if I use my Euro wallet on the Coinbase, and then I just buy it and I get the Bitcoins. From there I can send them to a wallet, or I can exchange them for different cryptocurrencies. Now on the other side we have the brokers. These are companies that offer trading platforms. For example, in front of me now I have the MetaTrader platform, which is the most popular platform for trading with the brokers. It is free for us the traders, and most of the regulated brokers offer it, which is great. And the difference here when we are trading cryptocurrencies and not Forex is that we are doing CFD trading. So here is the Bitcoin. But if I want to buy it, if I click on new order, I will be buying with lot size. This is the term that we use in trading, okay? So one lot nowadays for the Bitcoin equals to 1 Bitcoin, but I can buy 0.01 for example, right? Now the difference here, the main difference for the beginner traders is that I have buy button and I have sell button, okay? Something that I didn't have on Coinbase. Alright, so if I have an account of $5,000, this is what I have here for the purpose of this course, I can use this money to sell Bitcoins even without buying it previously, okay? This is what the CFD does. So CFD trading stands for contract for difference. Every time I buy or every time I sell with the broker, I make a contract with the broker that if the price goes in my direction, I will benefit out of that. And if the price goes against me, I will lose because of this difference in the price. Alright, so for example, if right now I buy Bitcoin at 18,203 and the price goes to 18,800, I will benefit the difference of $600. And at the same time, if I sell the Bitcoin right now and the price drops to 18,000, I will lose that difference of 178 something dollars. Okay, this is the CFD trading. I don't physically buy Bitcoins. I won't be getting the actual coins in my portfolio. Just with the amount of money that I have in my account, I will be able to buy and to sell. Alright, so many of my traders and students ask me which one of the two is better. Is it better to do it just on the exchanges where we get actual coins and we have much more assets to buy and to exchange cryptocurrencies? Or is it better with the CFD trading because we can sell without having the coins previously? So for the moment, I don't recommend one of the two. You need to understand that these are two different types of trading and participating on the market. It really depends what you want to do exactly. So for example, if you want just to buy Bitcoins or any other cryptos and you want to hold them for months, years, and then sell them in a later stage when you have a better price and you can benefit out of that, or if you want to use them for actual purchasing online, or you want to use the Bitcoin for any other purposes, definitely you need to go through exchange because you're getting actual coins. Now the downside of the exchanges for the moment is that it doesn't allow algorithmic trading. And this is exactly what I will be showing you in this course, how to trade the Bitcoin with robots. And for the moment, in 2020, the most reliable method, that's been the most reliable method for the last decade or so, is the MetaTrader platform. Alright, so with the MetaTrader platform, we can trade with robots using the CFD trading, and this is how we do algorithmic trading nowadays. Maybe in the future, the crypto exchanges will allow algorithmic trading, and of course, I will update you as soon as this happens, but for the moment, one more time, the most reliable way to do algorithmic trading with robots is on the MetaTrader platform, because we have backtest, because we can trade many robots on one single account, and because the most trusted brokers and regulated brokers offer MetaTrader platform. And this is what exactly I'll be showing you in this course. For the purpose of this course, I have selected to use the Hot Forex broker, which is a broker that I've been using at the moment. And please don't take as a recommendation any of the brokers that I show in my courses. My courses are for educational purposes, but as you already know, I will include some ready-to-use expert advisors. And since I'm re-recording this course completely now in 2020, it will be much better than the old version. The robots will be better. I will explain why a little bit later in the course, and I have changed many of the lectures, so it will be easier for you to start with algorithmic trading if you are a complete beginner. Alright, so in the next lecture I will show you more about the MetaTrader platform, and as well I will tell you why it is super important to start with a demo account so you can practice on the market. We'll see you right in there. Cheers! Now, after you install your MetaTrader platform, you are ready to go. Once you're logged in into your account, you can see the market watch where we have the bid and the ask price changing all the time, which means that we are connected to the server of the broker and we have access to the market. So no matter we are using a demo account, we can participate on the market and practice, and that's the best thing actually, having a demo account, because you are actual trading, of course, without having any real profits in the account or any losses, but that's the idea of practicing with a demo account. Now on the left side, you will notice the market watch where we have different assets. We have the currency pairs on the top with hot forex, then we have gold, some indexes, oil, other commodities, then there are some stocks, and if I scroll lower, you will see the cryptocurrencies. Okay, we have Bitcoin versus the American dollar, which is obviously the most popular asset that everyone trades. Then we have Bitcoin versus the euro, Ethereum versus the dollar, Ethereum versus the euro, Litecoin dollar, and we have the Ripple as well. Okay, honestly, I haven't seen much more of a difference with other brokers when it comes to variety of assets for CFD trading. But at this course, I'm focusing on the Bitcoin, and I trade personally the Bitcoin with robots because it's the most volatile asset, and this is where we can maximize the profits when we are trading volatile assets, and the Bitcoin versus the American dollar is definitely one of the most volatile assets. Now, we have two columns. One is the bid price and the other one is the ask price. Keep in mind that when you buy, you always buy on the ask price, which is the more expensive price, and when you sell on the bid price. And also when you buy Bitcoin and then you close the position, you will be buying it on the ask price, and then when you close the position, since this is a sell order, you will be closing it on the bid price. And if you want to see exactly how much is the difference between the bid and the ask price, you can right click over the market watch and check spread. This will show a third column, and this is exactly the spread. With most of the brokers, the spread is floating, which means it's changing whenever there is volatility. At this moment with the Bitcoin, it's about $24. And something important to notice here, that hot forex has 3 digits after the decimal comma for the Bitcoin. So you can see that the ask price is 18,077.045. There are 3 digits after the decimal comma. So this means that the spread, which is displayed as 24,000 something, is actually $24. So if I buy one complete lot and I close the position, or I sell one complete lot and I close the position, I will pay about $24 as spread. Okay, it looks much more compared to the others, but keep in mind the Bitcoin is the most expensive asset right here. And at the same time, if you are buying Bitcoin on Coinbase or on any other cryptocurrency exchange, you are still paying a fee, right? So for example, on Coinbase with my type of account, I can buy maximum 7,500 of Bitcoin, which if I click on preview buy, you will see that the Coinbase fee for that transaction will be 287 euro, okay, which is much more compared to $25. And this is for 7,500 euro, which is actually less than half of Bitcoin. So if I'm buying a complete Bitcoin on exchange like Coinbase, I will be paying more than 560, 70 euro for that transaction. Okay, and after that, when I'm selling it or exchanging it for other cryptos, there will be more fee, obviously. Okay, just wanted to compare it one more time with the exchanges, because many people say that it's more expensive to trade the CFD trading, but that's not actually the reality. And it might get more expensive if you are holding your position for a long time. Okay, because when trading with Forex brokers like Hot Forex or any other, we pay as well swap. If I go to specification, you will see that I have negative of 6,000 points, which is I think $6 in this case of a swap, because we have 3 digits, right? So this is about $6 fee if we hold the position overnight. So the brokers will charge us a swap when they transfer the trade for the next day. And we don't have that on the exchanges. When we buy cryptos, we don't pay fee that we are holding it in the account. So only in the case when you hold the trades for a long time on your MetaTrader account or on your broker's account, it might get more expensive to trade the Bitcoins here because you will be paying swap every night. But because we are trading with robots, we close the trades quickly. Some of the trades will not last over the night. The robots that I included in the course will not last through the weekend, okay? So we have 3 days swap as well with the brokers, which means that if we have a trade opened on Friday, or we have an open trade during Friday and it goes through Saturday, Sunday, and Monday the market opens again, then we will pay swap for these 3 days. Okay, here it is, 3-day swap that is charged on Fridays. This is how the trading works. And on the exchanges, we don't have such costs, such a swap. But one more time, as you saw, the fee is much more expensive compared to the spread that we have with Hot Forex in this example. And back in time, in 2017, 2018, when everybody was crazy about the Bitcoin and the brokers just placed the Bitcoin on their platforms, the spread was absolutely crazy. It was reaching about $200, $300. At that moment, I didn't use Hot Forex. I found it later as a reliable broker. So I don't know what was their spread during this time. But now with most of the brokers, the spread is somewhere between $15, $20, $25, $30, which is just fine compared one more time to what we have on the exchanges. Okay, so that's why I said that the exchanges are more suitable if you buy cryptocurrencies and you hold them for a long time for investment purposes. This is what I'm showing in my cryptocurrency investment strategy course, where I analyze the Bitcoin, for example, on TradingView. That is another platform for trading, very popular, especially for technical analysis, like what you see in front of you. But in that course, I teach the investors how to buy cryptocurrencies and when exactly to buy, when exactly to take profits, and to sell the cryptocurrencies. But that's different, that's investment. And this is why there I demonstrated over the Coinbase, and personally I use for this system Coinbase. But when it comes to algorithmic trading, trading with robots, MetaTrader is much more suitable with a broker as Hot Forex, because there we have much lower fee, or in trading this is called spread. And if we are closing the trades within the same day or within a few days, we don't pay huge swap, which is just fine. And why did I say that the trades don't last over the weekend with the robots that I include in the course? This is because with the Forex brokers, usually we don't have trading on the weekend. And you can see this gap over here. There is no price between that level and that level, and then there is a gap here at a few more places. So if I go to properties and I go to common and I uncheck show grid, but if I check show period separators and I click on OK, you will see that this is exactly between Friday and Monday. All right, let me go to the current price. I can go as well with the end button on my keyboard, or if I press this button on top that says scroll the chart to the end of the tick incoming and I zoom it, you will see that today it is 10th of December, which is Thursday. We have Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Okay, it was 7th of December 2020, and then the next day is 4th of December, which was Friday. And then we have Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, which was the 30th of November 2020, and the next day is 27th of November 2020. Okay, this is the weekend, this is Friday, and here starts Monday. So we don't have trading on the weekend with most of the forex brokers for cryptocurrencies, and this is why the expert advisors that I included in this course will not hold positions over the weekend. Everything will be closed until Friday. This way you don't worry if there are such gaps. Okay, this is one of the things that I have improved compared to the EAs from the previous course, because before there were brokers offering trading during the weekend. These were the type of EAs I was using. And then when I shared the EAs in my course, some of the students complained that their broker doesn't have cryptocurrency trading during the weekend. Okay, so no worries about that anymore. You will not see trades opened during the weekend. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and in the next lecture I will give you more details about the MetaTrader platform, and you will learn more about the chart and the different windows that we have on that popular platform. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hello traders, this is Petko Aleksandrov, and in this video I will share with you some more about the MetaTrader platform. What are the pros of using this platform, especially when we do algorithmic trading, and I will go through the most important that you need to know so you will feel comfortable when trading with the expert advisors. And of course, if you have already watched some of my other courses or you're familiar with algorithmic trading and MetaTrader, you can skip that lecture and go ahead with the course. But if this is the first time you are going to use MetaTrader, I would suggest you watch that video. So on the left side, we said that we have the market watch with the bid and the ask price. This is from where we can select the assets we want to trade. If you don't see all the assets, you can right click and check show all. This will display some more assets depending on the broker you're using. And if you want to open a new chart, you just click on the symbol and you go to chart window. So right here I have already opened two charts for the Bitcoin, and I have some more for Forex which were opened by default when I installed the MetaTrader, so let me remove those. And here I have one chart for Bitcoin on hourly time frame, and the other one I can change, for example, to M15 time frame. Okay, what are the time frames for the beginners? If I zoom, you will see that the chart is represented with bars. And we have actually three types of charts. We have bars, we have candlesticks, and we have line chart. The most popular is candlesticks. So when we are on M15, this means that one candlestick or one bar represents 15 minutes of a time. Okay, the chart is a representation of the price which we have on the right side and the time which we have below the chart. Okay, where these two meet, we have the candlesticks, we have the price. And if we are on hourly chart, then one candlestick or one bar represents 1 hour time frame. And for each candlestick, for each bar, we have the opening of the bar, we have the closing of the bar, the highest point and the lowest point. So in this case, the negative bar is represented with white color and the positive is with black color. Okay, so if I put the mouse on the closing of the bar, you can see exactly what are the values for the open, high, low, and close. And what happens after the bar closes, a new bar opens. So here is the closing of that bar, and then the new bar opens. The price goes up and down, it closes at one level. And because the closing was higher than the opening, we have a positive bar that is fulfilled with black. And all of these colors you can change from properties, and if you go to colors, you can change what you want to see on your chart. Now, I'm not touching that because when trading with expert advisors, it really doesn't matter what you see on the chart. It doesn't matter if you are on a candlestick chart, on a bar chart, what are the colors. We don't put any indicators, nothing over the chart, okay? I just wanted to give you a brief idea what we see on the chart as price, because at the end of the day, the price always matter, and that's the most important thing that is on the chart. But for trading and strategies and expert advisors, we use different indicators. So if I go to insert indicators, and I click randomly on any of those, let's say I will select a trend indicator called Bollinger Bands, which is a very popular indicator in algorithmic trading, you will see three lines that are around the price. But I'm not going into indicators, I'm not going to explain any complicated stuff because you really don't need to know it. And I will go to indicators list and I will remove it. One more time, when trading with expert advisors or with robots, you don't need to place anything over the chart. The indicators, the trading rules, they will be inside the robots, and I will show you later on in the course what are the rules, how I create the strategies, how I test them, even before putting on a demo account. Alright, then on the left, below the market watch, we have the navigator. This is where we have the accounts. As I said, you can have many accounts with a broker, but if you want to test expert advisors on different accounts, you need to install different platforms as well. Below we have the indicators, very similar if you want to insert them from indicators or you will insert them from the navigator. Just double click on it and it will be over the chart. For example, the accumulation indicator is displayed below the price, not over the chart. So let me remove it. And then we have some scripts that are useful for algorithmic trading and different purposes, but the most important is right here, expert advisors, and I have one expert advisor for the Bitcoin. And in the next lectures, I will show you how I'm creating robots, expert advisors, how I'm testing them, and how I'm installing them on the MetaTrader platform. Below the navigator, we have the terminal where we see our balance or our account, the equity, and what is the margin. So basically the margin is how much free money we have in the account, okay? How much we have blocked from the account and how much free margin we have in the account. So when we start opening positions, some of this amount will be blocked. And this depends on the leverage you're using. For example, in Europe, we have the ISMA regulations since 2018 and we cannot have leverage more than 2-to-1 for the cryptocurrencies, which means that if I want to buy a whole Bitcoin, I will need at least to have somewhere about $10,000, right? Depends what the price of the Bitcoin is at the moment, but the leverage for the beginners with simple words is the amount of money that the broker borrowed the trader to use for trading, okay? So if I have $5,000 in my account and I use leverage 2-to-1, then I will be able to buy maximum with $10,000. If I use leverage 100-to-1, then I will be able to buy 100 times more from what I have in the account. And of course, the leverage is very useful, but when you are using it carefully. Okay, we don't buy with all of the money of the account, because if you use high leverage and you open position with all of the money, then it is very likely that you will blow your account. Of course, you can make very quick profits, but that probably will be more of a lucky trading, and at the same time, as I said, it is very likely that you will just lose everything in the account. Okay, so take it easy with the leverage. It depends where you live and what type of broker you use, but it is always very important to trade small piece from your amount, so you're not risking the whole capital in a few trades. And this is how usually beginner traders lose their money in the first month of their trading. And in the next lectures, you will see that I'm trading many different robots with a very small piece from the account, or I'll be using actually 0.01 as a lot size, which is the minimum quantity that is allowed to be traded on the MetaTrader platform with Hot Forex. Alright guys, so this is about the MetaTrader platform. If you have any questions, let me know along the course. I will explain more details, but if you just play around with it, you will see that it is very easy to use, and especially for algorithmic trading is just a few clicks to put the expert advisor on the chart and to make it start trading for you. Alright, thank you for watching, and I always wish you to have a great day. Dear students, before I show you how I create the strategies for the Bitcoin and how I automate them as expert advisors, I would like to tell you what is the historical data, because this is the first important step in algorithmic trading. So the historical data is everything that we see on the chart as information from the candlesticks. One more time, if I zoom and I put the mouse on the closing of any of the candlesticks, we see open, high, low, and close. And these four values for all of the candlesticks, they form the historical data, and it is known to be Forex historical data or Forex history data. And these are a lot of bars. If I zoom out and I just move the chart, you will see how many candlesticks we have. Thousands of them. Okay? However, the brokers usually will not provide a lot of historical data. Even Hot Forex is one of the brokers that offer a decent number of bars. So if I press the home key on my keyboard and I hold it, I will go to the beginning of the chart, and you can see that this is data from the beginning of April 2018. Okay, if I go to M30 chart, press the home key, what I have the end of July 2018. And if I go to M15, I have August 2018, and M1, if I press the home key, that would be October 2020. Alright, so this is not really enough, especially the hourly chart. It's not enough data to build our strategies on. And one of the common mistakes the people do is to download the data from tools, and there is the history center, which will download historical data for you. But if I click on crypto and I select any of the assets, okay, doesn't matter which one, I just double click on it. And if I double click on M1 and I click on download, you will see what a warning I get. You're going to download data from the MetaQuotes Software Corporation History Center, but your account is opened on the HF Markets, which is Hot Forex, right? So they warn you that I'm going to download not the data that works for my broker. So what is the best solution? In the old version of the course, I was showing how to export data with that EI Studio data export script. Basically, if I drop it over the chart, I will see a small menu where I can set the number of bars I want, commission in currency if I have, spread. Let me just click on OK, so you will see what happens. the bars are being exported. But you see that for M15 I have 56,720 bars, then for M30 I have nearly 30,000, then for the hourly chart I have just above 16,700 bars, which is not enough, okay? And the solution was that we wait with months or even years to collect the bars. Alright, so when you leave your MetaTrader open and every new bar, every new candlestick that opens will be added to the existing data, and after months you will have enough bars. But that's obviously a time-consuming method, and now in 2020 we have the best solution for historical data, which is the Historical Data app. So this is a web-based app which is free to use, and the good thing here is that the historical data is very detailed. We have many symbols, we have forex currencies, commodities, cryptos, indexes. For the moment we have just the Bitcoin and the Ethereum, but I hope very soon we will have more cryptocurrency assets. And if I click, for example, on the Bitcoin, all I need to do is to go to settings and to set my time zone, which I already did. And what I will do, I will change the server name to Premium Data Hot Forex, okay, because I will be using the strategies, the expert advisors on the hot forex market, and I will show you how to make this data work for your broker. So if I go to acquisition and I click on load data, the data will be fetching from the server, and here it is. I have very detailed data. You can see that on M1 and M5 I have 200,000 bars, which is much more than the 60,000 we saw on MetaTrader. On M15, M30 and H1 I have less bars, but still that is more compared to what we could get from the MetaTrader platform. And then I will just click on the download button. Here it is, and the data is downloaded immediately. There is as well statistic for the data where we can see a lot of details, but it's a very complete data and we don't have any gaps, missing days or anything like that, which is very common for the data from the brokers. And very important, you can download this data in different formats. So I have downloaded it for Expert Advisor Studio because this is what I will be using for the purpose of the course. You can download it as CSV for Forex Strategy Builder, and as well you can download it for MetaTrader or for Excel. Okay, free to use, very useful. Now after I have the downloaded historical data, what I will do, I will go to the EI Studio and I will go to data. This is where I will open the downloads folder. Here it is, and all I need to do is just drag and drop the files over here. After I do that and I go back to the generator, I will have it as a data source. Okay, here it is, Premium Data Hot Forex. So now I have it as a data source in EI Studio and I'm ready to generate strategies. So EI Studio is one of the most popular software that we use for algorithmic trading, to generate strategies, to automate strategies without programming skills. But the first step, the historical data, is very important. Now the last thing I need to do is to go to tools and I click on symbol settings, and here I have the Premium Data Hot Forex and I have set the symbols. So how I know what symbol settings to put, if I click on settings source, there is the option to use the original settings from the data file, which are from the data app, the historical data app, and I have the option to use custom symbol settings, and that's what I have selected to use. As spread, I have entered 250, and I will tell you why. Because as we saw, the spread with the Bitcoin is about $24. It is displayed as 24,000 on MetaTrader. So I take a little bit bigger spread as 25. You can see in some moments it increases. So average, I would say $25, but because the premium data from the historical data app has just one digit after the decimal comma, then I will just enter 25,000. Okay, it's not gonna be 25,000 as a value, but it will be 250. Okay, it's the same thing. Just one more time, the premium data from the app uses one digit after the decimal comma. The rest below is regarding the swap, and as we saw with hot forex, we have negative of 6,000 points of swap, right? Here it is for swap long and swap short. But one more time, this is because they use 3 digits after the decimal comma. Here it is. So this is $6. And since the digit value in the premium data is 0.1, I need to enter negative of 60 for swap long and swap short. Okay, I hope that's clear. This is just a little bit more of trading basics, how we calculate digits and points and pips. And with the Bitcoin is a little bit harder because we have bigger numbers compared to forex trading, for example. But one more time, the spread on hot forex is displayed as 25,000 because they have 3 digits after the decimal comma, but it is $25. And because the premium data has just one digit after the decimal comma, or the digit value is 0.1, then I entered 250. Now for the swap long and swap short on hot forex, we saw that it's negative of 6,000, right? Because they have 3 digits after the decimal comma, which equals to negative $6. And as swap long, I have entered negative 60 because negative 60 times 0.1, because I said the premium data uses 0.1 digit, or this is the digit value in the premium data that we downloaded from the historical data app. If I hit on equal, it's negative 6. Okay, it's the same value as what we have with hot forex on MetaTrader. So this is how I have made this historical data from the historical data app to work on the hot forex, and now I'm ready to use it in the AI Studio, which is the best tool out there on the market that I have found about 2 years ago, and I have started using it personally with my team as well, and we are able to generate strategies to automate them as expert advisors without programming skills. So I don't need to hire developers anymore to automate my strategies or to buy ready to use expert advisors from the market, which are usually not working as they are expected, and usually people lose money with these expert advisors. So in the next lecture I will demonstrate how I'm using AI Studio, and you will learn how to create your own strategies if you want to, and of course if you don't want to, you can use the ones that I am using and that I have included in this course. Alright, so this was the lecture about the historical data, which is very important first step, and basically if you miss it, then you really don't have a good chance of robust algorithmic trading, because having a good and reliable historical data is crucially important for algorithmic trading. Alright, thank you for watching, and I will see you straight away in the next video. Alright, so if you want to download historical data for more assets, you can find the app right in the menu, historical data, and as you saw, it's very easy to use it. Then on the left side we have the AI Studio. Both are web-based, so it is very easy to use them on our website. The historical data app is free. AI Studio has 15 days free trial, which you can use and take advantage of, because during this time you can export unlimited number for robots, for Bitcoin, or for any other asset that you want to trade. I personally believe it's a great experience to try the 14 days free trial, because you will learn how to automate, create strategies, how to analyze them. And in the next lecture, I will show you how I do it personally. But one more time, if you don't want to do it by yourself and you just want to use ready to use expert advisors, then you can use the EAs that I'm using every month and that I have included in this course. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next lecture. Have a great day. Hello everyone, it's Petko Aleksandrov, and in this video I will share with you how I personally use AI Studio for creating strategies for the Bitcoin. And then you will see how easily it is to automate them with one click for trading on MetaTrader with robots. Okay, so basically we have two options in AI Studio. One is to generate strategies using the historical data that we have prepared, and two is to build the strategy. So if you have a strategy for any trading asset, let's say the Bitcoin, and you have your rules for the strategy, you can add them here. For example, I can add a rule. Let's pick any of the indicators, RVI, or let's take the RVI signal. And for RVI signal, we have a few entry rules. RVI line crosses the signal line upwards, crosses the signal line downward, is higher than the signal line, is lower than the signal line. I will select RVI line crosses the signal line upward, the first one on the top. And I click on accept, and you see that I have a balance chart immediately, which is obviously losing, but we cannot have a strategy just based on one indicator. The best results are coming when we combine indicators. So that's why I will add as well an exit condition. And let's grab now the RSI, which is one of the most popular indicators in trading. And again, we have a few options, actually more here. RSI rises, falls, is higher than the level line, is lower than the level line, crosses, changes, and the one I will be using is crosses the level line downward, this one right here. And I click on accept, and look at that, we already have a profitable strategy. That's the balance chart. So the account starts here at 10,000. This is how it is set in tools, in settings. You can change that. I will show you the settings a little bit later, but you will see that already from two indicators I have a balance chart. And the best thing is that I see it at the moment. I don't need to test this strategy on MetaTrader, but I see the back test straight away right after adding the indicators. Okay, and I can play a lot with this strategy to improve it. So for example, the RVI period, I can increase it to 20. Let's see if that will be better. Not really. I will go to 30. Okay, that's a little bit better, but you see a huge drawdown at the middle. I will go to 40. No, not really. Okay, let's change the RSI. I will increase the level line, for example, to 40, and the period I will go to 30. Click on accept. Not really. Okay, let me decrease a little bit the period, and I will increase a little bit the level. I click on accept. That improved a little bit. Now I will start increasing as well the RVI. I click on accept. Let's go to 3. Accept. Oh, here we have much better results. Okay, so you see that I have hundreds of options actually for parameters, and especially if I use a few indicators. It is really hard if you don't have such a strategy builder or such a software to find out which are the right parameters for the strategies. Okay, and the good thing here, immediately right after we do a change, we see the result. Let me try increasing it one more time. Now I think with 43 it has much smoother equity line. Okay, as well we have backtest outputs. So net profit 2,599 for the tested period. So the data starts from the 23rd of May 2017 and it is until December 2020. And we have profit per day $2, but actually that is trading with 0.1. Okay, if I increase it, for example, with one lot and I click on accept, you will see the same equity line. This doesn't change the strategy, but it changes the result. Okay, as well you can add stop loss and take profit if you want to, and of course you can decrease the lot to 0.01. It depends on the amount you are starting with, but one more time, this doesn't change the strategy. It's the same equity because we have the same rules for the strategy. So it really depends with how much you are starting and how many strategies or expert advisors you will be trading with. So once you're ready, here is the magic. In the upper right hand corner, you can see expert advisor. If I click on it, I have the option to export this strategy as expert advisor for MT4 or for MT5. Let's click on MT4. Immediately I have the code exported, and that is the ready to use expert advisor. Here is the code. So if you are a developer, you can, I guess, change something, modify, improve, or remove something. I personally do not touch anything in the code because I'm not a developer. I don't know how to do it. In the past, I used to hire developers to automate my strategies, but it was a very hard process because it is expensive to hire such developers. These guys take a lot of money. And second of all, it was taking a lot of time. Okay, such a strategy at that time, that was about 4 years ago, I think, I was paying over $100 for such a simple strategy with 2 indicators inside. And then there was always a problem with the strategy, with the code. So I had to send it back to the developers and they were sending me the fixed version. And sometimes it was taking a few months to have a final version of the strategy. But even the expert advisor was complete, I didn't have that type of statistic. Okay, backtest output, balance chart, indicator chart. You can do a backtest on MetaTrader, by the way, but we don't have so many details. For example, if I click on the indicator chart, you can see exactly where every trade was opened and where every trade was closed. Okay, so one more time, the entry rule is the RVI line crosses the signal line upward. This is when we want to buy, and when we want to sell, it will be the opposite thing. And for the buy, the exit is RSI crosses the level line downward, right? So if I click one more time on the indicator chart, you can see that I have the sell trade right after the RVI crosses the signal line downward. In this case, that's why I have a sell trade. Here I have a buy. The RVI crosses the signal line upward. Here it is. All right, so we can see very clearly where all trades were opened and closed. And by using this software long enough, this gave me a great experience and knowledge about how the expert advisors actually work when they open trades. And the bad thing with MetaTrader, when you are looking at the indicators, they are repeating. Okay, so sometimes you might not see a cross. I'm not sure if I will be able to give you an example here, but sometimes there is no cross, like over here. For example, it looks like the lines are just touching and it's really hard to say are they crossing or they didn't cross. And when the price changes, the cross might not be visual, but the strategy builder knows that precisely because we have all these values of bar opening, closing, high and low, which we said comes from the historical data that we have imported. Okay, so there is no mistake here what happened. It's 100% accuracy, and actually that is something that is not possible for the human to recognize and to calculate. And one more time, there are hundreds of trades. For example, with this strategy, 506 trades executed for the tested period. So imagine if you have to go through MetaTrader or any other platform to put indicators and to follow, okay, here I will buy, where will be my exit, where the RVI crosses. Will you see it? Look how close are the 45 and 55 levels in this case, right? And then this is my next entry. Where is my exit? What happened? Am I buying? So for example, if you are selling here and if you start from that moment, are you selling? Do you know if there is no trade already opened at this moment? You don't know that, right? We don't know. I don't know personally, even I have a lot of experience. I know that if I go through the charts and try to look for the trades, it's wrong. It's a mistake. Many people do it, but it will mislead you with the results. The only way to do it is with the backtest, such as this one with EA Studio. There are other softwares like Forex Strategy Builder Professional, and one more time, MetaTrader has a backtest, but it's not that reliable as the one that we have over here. Okay, we have the balance chart where we see exactly the balance for this strategy. We have the journal where we see all trades that opened and closed for that period of time. We have a lot of statistical information. Okay, balance chart, count of entries by weekdays, profit and loss, backtest output. It's a lot of information that you can find below, and that shows a lot more about the strategies. Alright, so this is how you can build your own strategy in EA Studio, and you can export it as a robot for MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5. And in the next video, I will show you how I'm using the generator, and you will see that even if you don't have such a strategy and you don't know how to build a strategy, you can use the generator, which will produce you hundreds of strategies based on the historical data that you have prepared. And if you don't have historical data, if you don't know from where to start, you can go just straight away with the premium data, which is the same data that I'm using. All I did is I changed the spread, the swap, to make it work for Hot Forex, the broker that I'm using at the moment for Bitcoin trading. Okay, so I will see you right in the next video where you will see the generation process. See you in there. Hello everyone, Petko here, and in this video I will show you how to generate strategies for the Bitcoin using EA Studio. As we said, the generator uses the historical data that you have imported or prepared. In this case, I used the premium data from the Forex historical data app, and I made it work for my Hot Forex broker that I'm using at the moment for Bitcoin trading. And below I have the symbol, the period, H1. You can choose on what time frame you want to trade. So if I just click on start, you will see first of all the speed. Okay, this is the fastest generator for strategies, and already I have over 50-60 strategies. They all go to the collection. Okay, if I click on the collection, you will see the strategies right here listed on different pages, 10 strategies per page. Now obviously I don't want to have just random strategies. I will stop it. I will delete all of these strategies, but before actually deleting them, I will click on one of them and I will show you what we have on the second bar. We have optimizer, we have normalizer. The optimizer is very similar to the optimizer that we have in MetaTrader. So if I just click on start, it will look for better parameters. It didn't find in this case, but it will look for better parameters with the strategies. Now, optimizing the strategy is sometimes very risky because you can over optimize it. In other words, you will find the very best parameters for the tested period, and usually what happens with such strategies is after you start trading, they start losing, okay? Just because you have found the best parameters exactly for the period you are testing, and these are not robust strategies. The next thing is normalizer, which is unique for AI Studio. It normalizes the strategies, reduces the stop loss, the take profit if you're using, or it pushes the parameters to the default parameters. Then we have the walk forward, which is a little bit more advanced tool. Basically what it does, if I click on start, it optimizes strategy for a certain period of time. Then it tests the strategy on a next period. It includes that period and optimizes again and tests the strategy again. And you can see that it found much better result, which means that it found a better strategy. Okay, we have the Monte Carlo, which is my favorite instrument right here among the robust instruments. So Monte Carlo, multi-market, and out of sample monitor are robust tools. Okay, they don't change the strategy like the optimizer, normalizer, and the walk forwards, but they test the strategy if it is robust or not. So with the Monte Carlo, I can test for randomized history data, randomized spread, randomized slippage, randomly skip positions, randomly skip position exit entry. We have strategy variations, which is the one I use the most. So simply it will test the strategy with different indicator parameters. And I like to use as well a randomized backtest starting bar, which will backtest the strategy from different bars or from different starting point. As well, randomized spread is not a bad idea to be checked, because as we saw with hot forex and with most of the brokers, the spread is floating. So sometimes your position will open on $24 spread, sometimes 25, and if there is volatility, it might be even more. Okay, so if I click on start, it will perform 20 tests, and you see that just 13 out of the 20 were validated, right? Which is not enough for me. I like to have at least 18 or minimum 16 out of the 20, which is 80% of the tests to be validated. Okay, and that is something I always use. Then we have multi-market, where we can add different markets. For example, I can add here Ethereum, Ripple, or any other cryptos that I have as historical data, and I can check if this strategy works well on the other markets. And as well, I have the out of sample, which I will explain just in a minute. Okay, now the best thing with EA Studio that it improved during the years is that we don't have to do all of that manually anymore. I just went over it to demonstrate what we were doing before. We were generating strategies, they were going to the collection. After that, if I like any strategy, for example, that one, I was going through optimizer, Monte Carlo, multi-market, one by one. Understand what I mean? It was taking time because I had to do it manually for each strategy. Now we don't need to do it anymore because we have the reactor. Here it is, right under the generator, we have the reactor. And you see what happens? If I switch between generator, we have 1, 2, 3 historical data, strategy properties, generator settings. And if I switch to reactor, we have the same thing plus optimization plus robustness testing. Okay, so what the reactor does, it walks all the strategies through these testing automatically. I don't have to do it by myself manually. So let me remove all the strategies in the collection. I will go to the reactor and I will just set it very quickly so you will see how I'm using it. Okay, now the generator, I will go for Bitcoin on hourly chart. As strategy properties, I will start with 0.01 because this is the minimum quantity I can trade, and I would suggest you always to start with 0.01, especially if you're trading Bitcoin, because this way you will just test the expert advisors. You won't risk a lot if you try them on your live account. And I don't like to stimulate and motivate my students and traders to use huge volumes or big accounts. That's a personal choice how much you want to trade. One more time, changing the lot doesn't change the strategy or the robot, okay? It changes just the result. Then I have the option to select if I want to use stop loss or a take profit. I will not use stop loss and take profit. First of all, I have done many tests with AI Studio generating strategies with stop loss or without stop loss, or with take profit, without take profit, and I don't have like 100% proof that one of the two works better, okay? And the thing is, I will be including expert advisors in this course. So if I include stop loss, let's say I will be using a stop loss somewhere between 1,000 and 10,000 pips. Now, if your broker has 2 digits and my broker, for example the one I'm using at the moment, Hot Forex, has 3 digits, if I set a stop loss, let's say $100, $200, anything, then if you are using more or less digits, the stop loss will change. It will become either $1,000 or it will become either $10. That is another thing that I improved from the previous version of the course, where I were including expert advisors with stop loss and with take profit, and some of the students were like, why the EAs don't work with my broker, or why I see very huge stop loss and very huge take profit. And others were just fine because they were matching the digits with their broker and my broker. Okay, and that is why when we are talking about Bitcoin, I do not use stop loss and take profit. And for the beginner traders, these are automated levels where the position will close on a loss or it will close on a take profit. But if you don't have a stop loss and a take profit, simply the strategy will exit based on the exit condition. There will be indicator inside, so no worries if you don't have stop loss. The trade still closes when the exit condition is there. And many traders say that it is better to trade without stop loss and a take profit. One more time, for me, I don't have 100% statement to say is it better without or is it better with. And that's why in this course, I will include expert advisors that are without stop loss and take profit, so we will depend on the entry rules and on the exit rules. But you can test, of course, generating strategies with stop loss and with take profit. Okay, as generator settings, I have the working minutes, so I will leave it to 1 hour, and you will see how many strategies we will generate for 60 minutes. Usually I leave the reactor working for 10 hours, like 600 minutes. And this way I leave it overnight. And actually right now I'm recording late in the evening, so I will leave it to 600 minutes because I want to get more and more strategies. And something important here, when we generate for a longer time, it doesn't mean that we will get better strategies. We will just get a bigger number of strategies, and in the collection we will see always the top strategies. Okay, so the longer you run it, the more chances you have for finding better and better strategies. Then I will leave it the way it is, search best, net balance. So on the top in the collection I will see the strategies that have most profit. Out of sample is quite interesting. I will select 10% out of sample. And what that means, the out of sample, if you remember right here, out of sample monitor, it divides the whole backtest period on different zones. So if I have 30% out of sample, this means that the generator will use 70% of the historical data to generate strategies, and it will simulate trading on the last 30% of the data. Now, if I switch to 10%, this means that the generator will use 90% of the time, and for the last 10% it will simulate trading. And in our case, with the historical data that I have, this will be from the 3rd of August until December, so that would be, August, September, October, November, and December, a little bit from December, so 4 months and something, okay? It will be just a simulation how these strategies would perform if I have placed them for trading on the 3rd of August. But actually I won't be testing them on a demo account or a live account, okay? The strategy builder will do the simulation. This is one of the methods to avoid over optimization, because I will just choose the strategies that are profiting in this last 4 months and something, okay? So going back to the reactor, I will one more time use out of sample 10%. Maximum entry indicators, maximum exit indicators, I will leave it this way. Generate strategies with preset indicators will be suitable if you have some favorite indicators. For example, let's say you like the MACD indicator and you want the MACD in every strategy, you can check that. When you click on it, you will go to preset indicators in tools, and then you can add MACD or any other. Okay, then this MACD indicator will be in all of your strategies, but I don't usually do that. I want the generator to show me which are the best combinations between different indicators. Use the common acceptance criteria. Yep, we need to use it. This is where we set some criteria. For example, I will select that I want to have minimum 500 count of trades for every strategy or for every robot. Now, with the time I found out that the more count of trades we use, the more robust strategies we have. Okay, because imagine you have a backtest just with 20-30 trades, or you have the strategy executing just 20 or 30 trades for the last 3 years. I guess you wouldn't be happy trading such strategy, right? But having 300, 400 or over 500 trades that happened for the last 3 years and the strategy is profitable, you will know that this is a robust strategy and you can depend on that strategy for the future, right? Because if it executed 500 times the same rules and it kept being profitable, then there is a higher chance that the strategy will keep being profitable in the future. Okay, minimum profit factor 1.2 is just alright. The profit factor is the net profits divided by the net losses. You can add any other criteria from right over here, but I will stick to this one. And as well, we have the option to set criteria for the in-sample part, which in our case will be the 90% zone. And I will go to profit factor again, but I will decrease it just to 1.1. Okay, I will remove the net profit, no net profit. Obviously on the top we will see the strategies that have most net profit. So minimum profit factor, here it is, 1.1. And this is the criteria that I will be using. Okay, so what happens now? The generator will produce strategies on Bitcoin on hourly chart without stop loss and take profit. It will generate the strategies over the 90% of the historical data, and for the last 10% it will test them, it will simulate trading, and it will pass only the strategies that fulfill the acceptance criteria. Okay, only the strategies that have more than 500 trades and that have more than 1.2 as a profit factor and that have more than 1.1 in the in sample and in the out of sample. Optimizing strategies, I'm not going to use it one more time because it is risky to over optimize the strategies. With my experience, I know that the generator finds good enough combinations between indicators and parameters, so no need to optimize them. and to look for better parameters. That's personally my opinion. Okay, so in this lecture I'm just showing you how I use the reactor by myself, and below we have the robustness testing. I will leave the Monte Carlo 20 test 80%, meaning that at least 16 out of the 20 tests from the Monte Carlo should be true. Here it is, one more time, the settings. And if the strategies from the generator pass the acceptance criteria, they will go through the Monte Carlo. If they go through the Monte Carlo, we will see them in the collection. Okay, so here we will see the number of strategies that are generated, how many pass the validation, and how many strategies pass the Monte Carlo. And if the strategy passes everything that I've said, it will go in the collection. And one last thing I wanted to mention, if I click on tools and I go to settings, I set it usually to close the trades at Friday close, or at Friday to close all trades by 9 p.m. Okay, different brokers close different time on Fridays. Some will close at 10 p.m., others at 11 p.m., others at midnight. I put it at 21, so doesn't matter what your broker uses as a closing hour. I want to make sure that you will not have trades left behind for the weekend. That's all. I will go to the reactor and I will click on start. Again, very fast, but notice the difference. Not so many strategies going into the collection now, right? Only one passed everything and it went in the collection. Here it is. You see a very nice equity line, and as well the out of sample test is profitable. So what I will do, I will leave the reactor running for 600 minutes, which is 10 hours. And something more that I will do right now after stop recording, because I don't want to make the video any longer, I will open the very same EA Studio on other two browsers, and not just on different tabs but on separate browsers, because this way it works faster. And I will generate strategies at the same time for M30 and for M15. Okay, this is one of the best things that I liked the first time when using EA Studio, that I can run multiple reactors on my computer on different browsers. Okay, so I will leave it now. For H1, I will open two more browsers actually for M30 and M15, and tomorrow I will show you how many strategies I have generated and what strategies we will have in the collection. Okay, thank you guys for watching, have a wonderful day, and I will see you at the video with the results. Dear students, it's Petko Aleksandrov, and in this video I will show you some results that I have from the account. You can see that there are many trades currently opened in my terminal. I have current profit opened of $34, and my balance is already $5,109.64, which means that I did already 2% profit in my account. Okay, because I started with 5,000, 1% is $50, so I have over 2% roughly in my account, and I have some floating positive result. But usually we don't consider the open trades as a result. We care more about the trades that opened and closed. So if I click on account history and I will make the terminal a little bit bigger, you will see how many trades I have opened and closed. Here it goes. Alright, more of them are buy because the market is bullish at the moment, and there are some sell trades, but you can see it's a lot of trading. Okay, 99 expert advisors have been trading in the account, and this is since the 14th of December, and today is 16th of December. Okay, 2 days, 2% in 2 days. For me, honestly, that is a great result. very realistic, very steady, and personally I am happy when I have 1% profit per day. Okay, and very important, this is in $5,000 account trading with 0.01, so the risk is very small at the same time. Okay, you can see in my terminal that I have free margin of 4,408, which means that only 20% of my account is blocked, okay, from the open trades. It doesn't mean I'm risking 20%. This is very important to note. I don't risk 20% at the moment with the open trades. It is how much from my account is being blocked, or how much from the money in my account are used at the moment for the current trades. Alright, so it is about $600. Yeah, $600 to keep all of these trades opened. And that actually means that I can trade these 99 strategies with 0.01 on much smaller account, okay? But I wanted to demonstrate with 5,000 because this is a good amount according to me to use for 99 EAs if you trade with 0.01. So one more time, you keep a very low risk, a lot of free margin, and at the same time it is possible, as you can see, to achieve steady profits, and in 2 days 2% is not bad at all. Okay, one more time I will switch to the account history and you will see all trades that were opened and closed. It's a lot of active trading. You can see on the right side we have the profit, then we have the swap which is charged if the trade goes overnight. So here it is, 0.06 for 0.01. If you remember when I set in EA Studio the historical data, I did it -$6 for every one round lot, so it's -0.06 when trading with 0.01. Then we have the price at which the trade was closed, then the time, stop loss and take profit I'm not using with these strategies, and then here is the price at which the trade opened. Okay, and on the left we have the time when the trade was open. Alright, so this is how you can trade easily with the 99 EAs. Yes, it is a little bit work to put them on your account, but after that everything happens automatically. Okay, I didn't touch anything, I didn't interfere the EAs, they just trade all the time, and you can see how many trades are being opened and closed. Okay, so thank you for watching and I will see you in the next video. Cheers!